Welcome to the Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and out about the world's elite, how they live and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. With numerous built-in security mechanisms to safeguard the safety of the president and the first family, the White House is one of the safest places in the world. Watch this video with me to learn about 15 incredible White House security features. Number 15. Infrared sensors. The entire White House compound is equipped with infrared sensors that can detect even the smallest heat signatures. The best part is that these infrared sensing lasers are entirely not visible to the naked eye, so even if you think you can outmaneuver them with some Hollywood-type theatrics, consider again. But amusingly, the sensors can work a little too well. These infrared sensors aren't just limited to the lawn either, as their laser beams cover the sky and even go beneath the earth too. While there have been times when security has descended on an unseen enemy only to be met by a careless squirrel or a mouse, they have nothing to worry about as long as that mouse isn't acting as a snitch for foreign governments. These lasers definitely help security personnel get a good sense of things. Number 14. Surface-to-air missiles. As you can probably guess, Washington, D.C. is a major no-fly zone, so it's best to keep the skies clear. The nearest major airport is Ronald Reagan National Airport in Virginia, and any plane not planned to land there or that is following a very strict trajectory is given a pretty nasty warning sign. Everyone who doesn't comply right away will be eliminated by surface-to-air missiles owned by the White House. No matter what direction the plane is coming from, there is a new missile with its title on it at every turn. Although the general public isn't aware of the exact locations, rumors have been circulating for years about a sophisticated missile defense system on the roof of the White House. While we'll never know for sure if this is true, one thing is certain: there are a lot of defense systems scattered around the compound. Number 13. Drone-proof technology. The White House learned this the hard way at the start of 2015 when a drone was discovered on the White House lawn. Although the drone managed to avoid detection while in the air due to a lack of heat signature, as soon as it hit the floor, all of the necessary alarms went off and every agent on the site went into battle. Fortunately, it turned out to be a White House employee having fun at the end of their shift rather than some evil force. But despite the big sin, they exposed a pretty big hole in the White House security, proving that sometimes you have to learn the hard way. As a result, the White House now has its own drones, all of which are fitted with security cameras to give the team members a bird's eye view. Number 12. Vehicle barriers. We may not consider it often, but vehicles can be used as extremely lethal battering rams made of twisted metal traveling up to 100 miles per hour. The White House is ringed by plenty of concrete and steel roadblocks to prevent any unauthorized vehicles from making their way inside, and that's not what the president or the White House security detail want bursting through their door. As of 2017, sidewalks around the White House were officially closed, and barriers were being utilized to keep pedestrians away by around 25 yards, like a modern-day moat enclosing a severely defended castle. Number 11. Food testers. The president has a number of food tasters whose sole responsibility it is to ensure that nothing sinister was slipped into their meals during preparation. In addition to testing for poison, these staff members will also alert the president immediately if they receive a faulty batch of groceries, preventing any foodborne illnesses that would prevent them from remaining in the Oval Office and out of the restroom. Even before the ingredients go into the pan, the Secret Service is making sure that nothing is tampering with the food. Number 10. Pressure pads. The White House is filled with strategically placed and very well hidden pressure pads. Yes, there are sensors under the grass on the lawn to alert security of any unauthorized visitors, but more importantly, they're placed all throughout the floors of the building itself. The floor sensor nodes let security know where the president is at all times. The White House is 6 stories tall, 55,000 square feet, and home to hundreds of staff members, so there is a lot of foot traffic every day. However, the president adheres to a strict security schedule, so if something does go wrong, chances are the people in the security room will learn about it a split second before even the president. Number 9. Screening and vetting process. If you want to go on a tour of the illustrious White House, it doesn't make a difference who you are. Get ready to submit your request at least 21 days in advance. Not only does this give the security staff more time to prepare, but it also gives you a better chance of getting in. We're talking about places of work, former locations, criminal records, organization memberships, and the list could go on for hours, but it needs to be done. There are some rooms of the White House that will just have to remain a secret to the average folk forever, even during a guided tour accompanied by high-level security guards. Number 8. Bulletproof windows. The White House has 147 windows overall. If you look at the White House from the front, it's difficult to miss all of the windows, which appear to be about 22 from that angle alone. However, since every window in the White House is made of extra strong bulletproof glass, the chances of someone shooting through one are extremely slim. However, believe it or not, this type of technology is pretty recent to the White House and was only fitted within the last few years after a terrorist incident in Oklahoma City. Number 7. Guard dogs. Belgian Shepherds are being used by the Secret Service as guard dogs since 1975, and while they may be professionally trained animals ready to chase, bite, and tear up an attacker, they're still safe enough to interact with children. In more recent years, the dogs Hurricane and Jordan rescued President Obama when somebody managed to scale the White House fence. The dogs were immediately deployed and raced toward the attacker at 30 miles per hour, knocking him to the ground and holding him there until their handlers could arrive. In addition to being charged with trespassing, the jumper was also charged with assault for striking these White House guard dogs. Number 6. Nuke-proof. Although the White House isn't completely bomb-proof, there's an underground bunker that is. Think of it as a fail-safe for when things go wrong. Although we don't know much about it, we do know that a subsurface tunnel was built in 1987 during the Reagan administration to take him to a subterranean elevator. However, even people like FDR had an underground system built to take them from the White House to the Treasury. However, in 2010, a significant portion of the White House lawn was excavated for 2 years, leading many to speculate that a new high-tech bunker was being built. Since that time, the White House has yet to reveal what exactly was placed there. Number 5. The steel fence. The White House grounds were once open to the public, but that was only for a short while. In 1801, President Thomas Jefferson erected the first fence, which was quite low and appeared to be more for ornament and ceremony. Today, that fence is 11 feet tall, made of rebar and steel with sharp pointed ends to deter climbers. However, the coolest characteristic of this fence is the concealed pressure sensing technology that alerts the authorities when someone climbs it. Number 4. Ghosts. Regardless of whether you think ghosts exist, how can you question someone as honorable as Churchill? Because animals are so in tune with our Earth, it should be simple to believe that Ronald Reagan's dog Rex would bark at Lincoln's ghost as it stood at the doorframe of his old bedroom all the time. Perhaps his spirit still roams the halls as a reminder for current leaders to be ethical. Number 3. Roof security. Sharpshooters with powerful sniper rifles are scattered throughout the top of the White Home, constantly scouting the area while wearing all black clothing and operating in pairs. The president can't really afford to have anything less than the best when it comes to their safety. So these White House snipers are required to prove their worth every month in a drill where they must flawlessly hit their targets from 1,000 yards away. If you miss, you have to leave and return the following month. Number 2. Air filtration system. The need for fresh, clean air cannot be overstated. Consider how many people reside and work in the White House, along with the daily visitors. Now, imagine if one of them came down with the flu or something even worse. It is far too simple for illness and disease to spread in a crowded setting, eventually reaching the person in charge. For this reason, the White House has a state-of-the-art ventilation system. Number 1. The Secret Service. The Secret Service, which is frequently spotted patrolling the White House lawn equipped with pistols, shotguns, and assault weapons, is particularly trained to guard the presidents and their families from the minute they go into the office and for the following 10 years after their term expires. About 7,000 employees work for the Secret Service, of which 1,300 are in the Uniform Division. The remaining personnel provides professional, technical, and administrative assistance for the President of the United States. They will even carry bags of the President's blood should an emergency blood transfusion be required. They are the President's great buddies and the bad guy's deadliest enemy. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and share it so that you may see more of it.